This news update is brought to you by
This is the 7 a.m. update for Monday, July 21st, 2014. I'm Carol Williams. Good morning. Utter nonsense. That's how head of the Barbados Economic Society, Jeremy Stephen, is describing calls to repeal the municipal solid waste tax. He insists that Barbadians shouldn't have been caught by surprise since the tax was spoken about several times. He says his only concern relates to the fairness of how the revenue-generating measure is applied. Speaking at the Democratic Labour Party St. James South branch meeting last evening, the economist suggested that the tax should have been applied on water instead.
By attaching it to water is that you get a wider share of persons who could afford to pay, because I don't know many people in this country who go without water for too long. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Good. So again, it's all about the issue of fairness. It's all about attaching it to some form of consumption. It's all about attaching it to a form of consumption that persons need.
Speaking at that same meeting, Member of Parliament for St. James South, Donville Innes, advised Barbadians not to expect across-the-board tax relief. The senior government minister made a statement as the administration continues to be flooded with requests for ease from the controversial municipal solid waste tax. The outspoken Innes said, though many groups, including churches and pensioners, have asked for relief from the new tax, government cannot grant all requests. He, however, maintains that the administration has not closed its ears.
We can't make adjustments every week. We can't revisit legislation every month. But we are certainly listening. And I'm sure that the Ministers of Finance and Environment and all of us will continue as we sit together every week and debate on national issues, pay very close attention to this one. We would not be so stupid as to conduct ourselves in a manner that can make people feel that we don't care or that we're not listening.
Closure is not an option. The resounding message from the parents, students, old scholars, and friends of Society Primary to the Ministry of Education. At a meeting at the Holy Cross Anglican Church last evening, the group signaled that it's pressing ahead with efforts to ensure the school is reopened at the start of the new term in September. The group appointed a committee which includes two former principals, Professor Dr. Henry Fraser and Dr. Don Carter, to hold talks with Prime Minister Frondel Stewart, Education Minister Ronald Jones, and other government officials. Professor Fraser told the gathering he's shocked at the ministry's decision to close the school, and he insists it's a move that must be reversed.
There are three important reasons. The most important is the tremendous historicity of the school, which has obviously not been considered. The second is the maintenance of the school, if that is a reason which was mentioned in the press. I don't know if it's a significant reason. And the third is community. Our communities are precious. We must preserve communities, and primary school children should be able to walk to school.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hey, I'm Caroline the customer at Don Social Only Alpha for Pablo, the original Batman, capital O, small B, small F for short. You call me this is the Nirvana experience. I am feeling perfect happiness, pure joy, and this is bliss because Barbados today, in association with Wednesday 2000, presents Tales of Nirvana. Yes, listen to me. Why? Because Wednesday 2000, the band is Nirvana. This is Kudumment, the 2040 experience, and what they want you to do if you believe that you know what Nirvana is, and you can get more Nirvana than me, you have more perfect happiness than me, more pure joy than me, more bliss than me. Take a 60-second video, upload it to Tears of Nirvana at BarbadosToday.bb. Yes, and they will upload it to Facebook. People will like it or don't like it, but I know you want them to like it, and you can win 2 costumes for Wednesday 2014, which is Nirvana. This is Kaduma the 2040 experience. Hey, for further information, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You hear me? www.barbadostoday.bb. Nirvana, Nirvana, Nirvana. Hey.
Over now to Jamaica, where the Member of Parliament for West Portland is pleading with the government to assist residents in drought-affected sections of the parish. Daryl Vass says all funds allocated to the Portland Parish Council for the trucking of water have dried up, and he wants authorities to intervene to provide water to hard-hit communities in the parish. On the international scene now, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is accusing Russia of complicity in the downing of a Malaysian Airlines plane in Ukraine. Kerry claims there's overwhelming evidence, and he calls on Russia to take responsibility for the actions of the rebels. Russia has been accused of providing the rebels with an anti-aircraft system that was allegedly used in the attack. All 298 people on board the flight died when it was reportedly hit by a missile. And that's our 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. In the meantime, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Carol Williams. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Yes, your sun power.